Welcome back to another episode of Guess the Game Scene. In this series, I will listen to a song I've never heard before from a game I've never played before, and I will try to guess what's happening in the scene or what the emotions are in the scene. And then after I've made all my guesses, I will watch the game scene and see if I am right. This is an ongoing series, so if you've missed any of the other episodes, it's totally fine. You can jump in whenever. So let's see how close I can get tonight. Okay, this is Mystery Track 01 theme. Okay, first off, I have no idea. Okay, if I have to make a guess, I'm going to say something to do with aliens. Okay, well, the tone sounds serious. So it doesn't sound funny, it doesn't sound silly or anything like that. It definitely sounds kind of like serious. I don't feel like it's a fight. I am at a loss. I have no idea what's going on in this scene. I feel like it could be some storytelling, like the tick, 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 tick. I feel like that ticking sound, I can't tell if it's the story or I'm sorry, I can't tell if it's like just part of the music or if it's part of the story. It almost sounds like somebody's typing something. You know what? It actually sounds like words are on the screen. Maybe this is at the beginning of a game and there's some exposition going on. Maybe they're explaining like so-and-so took a walk in the woods and never returned again or something like that. That could be what that is. I don't know, but that tick 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 sounds almost like typing, but I can't tell if it's music or if it's actual typing. Because it's on the beat. I have no idea. I think it's just repeating itself at this point. I get the feeling that this is some sort of mystery. Well, like I said earlier, so-and-so went walking in the woods and went missing or something. I feel like this is some sort of mystery type game, like a whodunit or like a what happened to this person. It sounds like it's sci-fi and not fantasy. It sounds like a horror game, actually. It sounds like it could be maybe some sort of mystery horror game. The music sounds to me like there could be creatures. You know what? I think it might be somebody walking somewhere. Okay, in my mind, somebody is walking through dark woods. And maybe it's the beginning of a game and there's a little bit of exposition. Maybe there are words on the screen explaining something that's going on, but I feel like it's somebody that is walking through dark woods. Okay, so the song was about 4 minutes long and it just repeated over and over and over again. So that's why I cut it short. This one was a really tough one. I'm going to guess that it was a horror themed scene or a horror themed game. I imagine a lot of darkness. I also imagine that it's older. So I imagine something on like an old PC. So I'm thinking like old PC pixelated graphics. I feel like it's one person that's walking through either dark woods or like a dark city or something. And I feel like it's near the beginning of a game where there's some exposition. I am probably totally wrong because this one was the hardest one I've done so far. That is my wildest guess. So we're going to watch the scene and see like what this means. Okay. Oh, it's Sega. Wow. Okay. I mean, it was old. Oh, so this is like at the very... Okay, so I was right. It was at the beginning. Zero tolerance. I have never heard of this ever in my life. Nope. There are words on the screen. Get ready, soldiers, for another glorious day in the Planet Defense Corps. Oh my gosh, is it aliens? I totally had a feeling there was aliens. Aliens! No way. Wow, I was super clueless on this one. Oh my gosh. By eliminating all enemy aliens, good luck. Okay, well, I wasn't totally right, but I did get the feeling that there were aliens. Okay, I was totally wrong on walking in the woods, but I was right. I changed my mind halfway through and I felt like it was somebody walking through woods. But in the beginning, I had the feeling it had something to do with aliens and words on the screen. Okay, no typing though. So the tick 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 was just music, totally just music. But there were words on the screen and there was expedition and it did have to do with aliens. I think listening to this music and trying to figure out what's going on in the scene without knowing anything and without having any context at all is so fascinating and it's so much fun. So thank you so much for being here and hopefully I see you next time. I also stream on Twitch on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday at 2 p.m. Central. So if you enjoyed this kind of vibe, I would love to see you stop by and say hello. Thank you so much for watching.